on my farm, I'm responsible for taking care of these chickens. And basically every day, you gotta make sure that their water's full there, because they need water to live. And then you gotta make sure that their food is clean and there's food in there, because they oftentimes kick little bits of sawdust in there while they're pecking around. And then you just gotta make sure all the chickens are healthy. And every once in a while, when the bedding gets too dirty, you gotta clean that. We just got these chickens today. That's why they're so small. And gotta make sure that it's nice and warm in there for them, because they gotta have warmth. And that's about it for these little chickens. We got some bigger ones out in the coop that we'll take out. We'll take you out and look at them, and walk you through what's going on out there with the bigger chickens that are about probably a month older than these ones, but not laying eggs yet. So, here's the big chickens out in the coop here. These are about a month older than the ones that I showed you earlier. These ones is pretty much the same thing. You gotta make sure they got food in the feeders and water in the water, and make sure it's warm enough in there for them. And every once in a while you gotta clean the thing. And this one's pretty friendly. He just got treated different from the other ones ever since the start. We just kind of picked him up and petted him like that, and they just grow up friendly, and they just sit there and they're not real bothered by you.
Garrett's also responsible for taking care of his dog, Daisy. Daisy just had 12 puppies last December, and Garrett's in charge of taking care of her. Okay.
Also, here in the house we got a little baby bunny here, and most of the job's on keeping him going. You gotta make sure he's got water down in his little box there. We got him in such a tall box because he keeps getting out on us, so we had to put him in a taller box so he couldn't get out anymore. And basically this one still gets a bottle about once a day, so then other than that it's just keeping water in there for him and making sure he doesn't get sick or anything. And other than that, he's pretty self-sufficient. He's got some grass and wood chips down there for laying on, and got it pretty good. Another thing we got here in the garage of our house is this little turtle. His name's Tim. We got him from one of our neighbors. Just didn't want him anymore. This guy can go for a while without any maintenance. He's kind of a low maintenance kind of guy, but other than you gotta feed him every once in a while. And he comes right up to the top when he sees that you're starting to feed him. And it takes him a little bit to notice that you poured the food in because he was looking at you, and then he'll start eating it. There he goes, he's eating it now. And then just about once a month we gotta clean his tank and put new water in it. And other than that, he can go for about a month. Feed him once a week or so, and maybe once a day even if you're trying to spoil him, and just make sure he's doing alright every once in a while. I've only showed you a few of the things I'm responsible for around the house and around the farm. A lot of the things that I'm responsible for are very important in the operation and management of my farm, and sometimes without my responsibility things just wouldn't get done. Chickens wouldn't get fed, for that, fixing fence. I do